Hi there, it's Jen, and it is Friday, November 4th. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to make a project for you. Beautiful project. Actually, I've got a couple things to show you. And I want to start, though, with doing a draw from the card that I made last week. So here's the card I made last week. This pretty gold and petal pink card. And so what I do is the week after I've made this card, I do a draw from anyone who's liked, commented, or shared my previous video. So you have a whole week to do it. And so that's what I do. So all you have to do to get in on this week's draw for what I make is, again, comment, like, or share. So let me just switch over the screen here to show, let's see here. 1 second here. It'll just look funny for a minute. And here it is. Okay, so I've got it set up here from anyone who commented, liked, and shared on last week's live. So here we go. And of course, you have to be Canadian and not a demonstrator to win. So Nicole, you qualify. So Nicole, thank you very much. Nicole said, hi, Jen, looks and sounds great. Nicole is often my sound check person, so I appreciate that. Okay, so let me just write this down and then we'll stop the share. So Nicole, I have your address, so I'll get that in the mail to you. And let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to just jump right over to what I'm going to make today. So Nicole is there. And hello, Nancy. And Nancy says, thanks for the email. No problem, Nancy. Yeah, if you ever have any questions, just holler. Please don't hesitate. Happy to help. So I want to talk to you today about this collection. It's just brand new, Fitting Florets, which is super hard to say. I keep calling them flitting florets. It's a new collection. There's 2 stamp sets, some dies, some papers, and some gems. And I've got them here in person. I'm going to show them to you, and then I'm going to make something with them. Beth says, congrats. How nice is that? Okay, so here's the stamp set. It's called Framed Florets, and it's got some really nice fonts. Wishes for a happy birthday. Thank you with all my heart. So lucky to call you friend for a special person on a special day. Just a little reminder that you are loved. And then some nice greenery. Oh, and celebrate. Some nice greenery, some flowers. Very, very pretty. And then the other one, if you get the whole collection, is this one, and it's a Christmas one. So Merry Christmas, fa la la, 'tis the season to be jolly, from our home to yours. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. May this season be filled with peace and joy, and well, and from all of us. So, and what you notice is the fonts are very similar. So you could possibly do a Merry Christmas with a celebrate, or from all of us, wishes on your birthday. You can mix and match. So dies, let's see here. So here's a bunch of dies, and they cut out all these images are all able to be cut out by that. Plus, there's a couple additional things. There's a nice greenery and 2 different leaves. I'm going to show you that on a card, actually. And then this is the star of these dies. These are oval shapes. So, and they're kind of fun because it cuts out not only the frame, but the inside oval on all of those. Sorry, on this one and this one. Actually, I guess on all of them. This one's just got nice little heart frames on it. So, so I'm going to show you all of that. The paper, let me show you the paper. Let's get these out of the way here. Well, I have the gems here, so I'll show you the gems first. These are called, I just want to get the name right here. Gold adhesive back swirls. So they were in my last newsletter. I'm hoping you can see that there's a real nice swirl pattern on there, and they're very bright and shiny in person. So, and here's the paper. It's very pretty. It's balmy. Let me get the colors for you first. Balmy blue, blushing bride, crushed curry, evening evergreen, night of navy, polished pink, and soft succulent. So you can see here some of the greens and blues in that paper. And then on the back, there's the soft succulent. So some pretty flowers. And then nice, so this would be nice as Christmas. And this is the whole idea of this pack, is it could be both Christmas and regular. So there's a plain, that could be anything. That could be Christmassy if you wanted it. This is just a plain one too. I think this would be good for a masculine card. And there's some pretty flowers. Anything like this is very busy. I would only use a small portion on my card. I wouldn't use the whole thing. There's the blushing bride, so you can see that's flowers. So that's obviously every day. But look at the back side. This is so pretty. To me, this is Christmassy, and I'm going to actually use this sheet today. And there's another one. This is gorgeous. I think, I'm not 100% sure if those dies cut that out. I have a feeling of deja vu. This is like the feeling of deja vu right now. Did we do this before? I might have done it with my team, trying to figure out what dies. Yeah, that looks like it cuts that out. Nice. Okay. Continuing on here, and that's the last page. So, which you can see I've already cut into. Okay, so very pretty. That's the fitting florets. So I've got my cardstock here, and I'm going to go. It is called Fitting Florets, I think. Hold on, let me just get you the exact name. Fitting Florets. The whole thing is called either Fitting Florets, Framed Florets, or Framed and Festive. It's on my website. I'll put a link to it so you have it. It was also in my last newsletter. So I have already cut out, for the sake of time, this. So this is, oops, it already broke apart on me. So this is what happens when you cut this out. Now that's white on white. You're not going to be able to see that. Let's see that. Put it on the real red. So it cuts out like this. This one frame cuts this out. And so then you have two pieces. So you've got the frame, which you can use for another time. And then you've got the oval too, which is kind of cool. Okay. And so the same thing here. I also cut one out in soft succulent. So I'm going to use that frame, and then I'll keep that oval for another time. So here's that beautiful paper. And what I'm going to do right off the top is I'm going to color it. I don't know if you knew that you could color designer series paper, but you totally can. So I'm going to take these, they're mistletoe berries, which I believe are actually white, but we're going to turn them into holly berries and make them red. So I'm just coloring on the paper there, and I'll hold it up in a second. There's already some shading on these berries, and it actually keeps the shading when you color. I can even kind of go out of the lines because you can't really tell. And there'll be something in the middle, so I don't have to do all the middle ones. But to me, this makes it really look like Christmas paper, adding that red there. So nice. So while I'm coloring, tell me what you're up to this weekend. Doing anything? Our older son and his girlfriend are coming here from Toronto this weekend, so that'll be nice to see him. Didn't get to see him at Thanksgiving, so this will be nice. Okay, so I've got that oval shape going there, so I just want to see. I better do these guys up here at the top. They're going to show. And I'll check your comments there in just a second. It's funny, my original sample, which I will show you, doesn't have as much on it, but it still looks good. And I think it's going to look even better with more berries on there. More berries colored. Now that one might show. Let me see. Oh no, I don't think it's going to show. Okay, so there we go. Pretty. Actually looks nice with the red and white too. And that was the Real Red Dark blends that I used. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take the oval that I did, and I'm going to take Evening Evergreen, because of course that paper, that's the background. And I'm going to stamp the saying, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." I'm going to go kind of up high here to the top because I want to add something on the bottom here. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. So pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to take the soft succulent ink, and then this piece of greenery here, which could be Christmassy or could not be Christmassy. And I want to let's see, I'm going to stamp it off so it's not so dark, and then I'm going to add that over top. So you can just see it's just got a little bit of a subtle look of that greenery behind, makes it a little more interesting than just the, whoops, turned off the light, than just the saying alone. Here we go. And I did something else with that one. I think I'm going to change it to this piece here. Yes, I think I must have decided that because it's out here. So I'm going to add another one, and I think I'm going to go dark. Creating on the fly here. Actually, it's almost exactly what I did before, but I just wanted to change it and make it a little bit more noticeable. That, to me, looks very Christmassy there, too. And I'm trying to decide if I want another stamped image on here. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Okay, so let me just close all those up. And let's put this together. It is so simple. The design here is very simple. Unlike my pop-up cards, which I'm working on for my upcoming class, you may have seen that in my newsletter. These are the pop-up cards. Well, they're actually not not unsimple, if that's the right word. I'm going to grab this ribbon here, Evening Evergreen. They're just a little more complicated than a card like what I'm doing right now, but they're super fun. I'm so excited about this class. I've been designing and getting videos ready and stuff for the class because it's getting released next week. So the cards are super cute. I can't wait to share them with the people who signed up. And the early bird price ends next week too. Okay, so this is Evening Evergreen ribbon, and it is in the main catalog. And it is perfect for Christmas. Nice and shimmery. See that? So pretty. Okay, and I've got enough tape on here that I'm now going to add this to the red. This is real red, just like the coloring we did. Doesn't that pop? Oh my goodness, I love it. Very Christmassy colors. Very traditional, I should say. Lots of colors that can be Christmassy. So I'm going to add that on here. See how easy this is going together. I got a little bit extra tape up there. Okay, then I'm going to add this frame. Now I could have used a adhesive sheet to stick this on, but that would have required me thinking about that ahead of time. So I'm going to just use my silicone craft mat, and this just allows me to not get sticky on my placemat, and then it just kind of wraps itself around that, which is fun. I'm going to put this a little more off to the left than I did on my original. Oh, or am I? Because I've still got that berry. Okay, coloring one more berry. One more berry. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl's there too. Hello, hello. I'm going to color one more. I'm going to put some ribbon here, so I just want this to be off a little bit more than my original sample. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Very pretty, nice little frame, very subtle. And this part, though, I'm going to put on dimensionals. I appreciate you guys joining me on Fridays. I really do. It's nice to have someone there while you're crafting. The best part of my week, let me tell you. Beth says, so pretty. Thank you, Beth. That paper is gorgeous. I'm going to get my nails done today, which is a good thing because they're actually too long, if that's a thing. I don't know how people with really long nails do anything. So, okay. So that's just popped up a little bit. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Cute, cute, cute. Now I'm going to do something there. Plus I need to add the ribbon. So I'm telling this to myself so I don't forget. Okay, so I've got here, this is not the gems that come with that suite because I wanted red. But I do have a card to show you with those gems because they're very pretty. I need my take a pic tool. Here we go. And the putty on the end, there's enough there. So I'm going to grab these nice red gems. These are called, not what that says. Well, maybe they are red and green adhesive back. No, they're not. They're not what that says. I'll show them to you. The mini catalog. So that was my plan to kind of do that. I'm not sure if it works or not. I think maybe I need to just color this a little bit. There's the light soft succulent. Maybe if I add a little bit of color to this, that'll make it a little bit better. I'll show you my original one too. There was more. And now I feel like I want to put another greenery piece there. This is probably where I'm going to mess it up. Sometimes when you do things to cards after they're already together, that's when you mess them up. But we'll give it a try because there's dimensionals under there now too, right? So I'm going to stamp it off and I'm going to just do my best here to get it. Oh, not bad. There's a little bit of mist, but at least it fills in a little bit of that space, which is good. And you know what? On the risk of overdoing it, should I add another piece of greenery here? I think what I probably need to do is stamp it and die cut. So I might do that after. Okay, so I'm going to add ribbon. That'll help fill in a little bit here too. Let's see. I should be able to slide that right under there. And you can tie a knot or a bow, whatever you like. I think I'll tie a bow. So I'm just going to cut off some ribbon here, and I'll check out your comments there in just a second. And then I've got two other versions of this to share with you using this new fitting florets. And I love the Christmas one. This would be such an easy Christmas card to make. Quick and easy. It's the designer series paper, right? That really is the star. of this. I'm just going to trim those off on an angle. I like how that's going off to the side, but see, I feel like I need something here. So I probably will get a little greenery or something. So let me show you my original one. Beth says, beautiful card, love the pattern. Thank you. So here is this one. So you can see I used a different leaf, and it just looks a little more filled in. Maybe this was down a little bit further too. So yeah, I think I need to do a little something on there. And this ribbon is sitting a little differently. You can see there's a little less red on here than there is on this one, but they're still beautiful in my opinion. Both of them gorgeous. Okay, so let me show you another version. So here is another one that is obviously not Christmas. So this one I actually used the white frame and the inside white frame. And then I've stamped some of the flowers from the set, and I've put some Winkestel on there. There's some gold. That's one of the extra die cuts. And then these beautiful swirled things. So this is to me a really bright and fun, happy card, wishes for a beautiful birthday. And then I actually did another die cut on the inside too. So that's one. And here is another one. I love this one. This one is using that beautiful blue paper, which to me is also very Christmassy. You can see you got some berries and some leaves here. So you could totally make it into a Christmas card. So what I did with this one is I used this die here. So I cut out the white part here. Then I cut out it again with gold. So I'm ended up with, just show you here, somewhere, like an extra piece of gold that I can use for something else. And then I cut this one out with Night of Navy. So I did a little layer here of all those pieces, and that is on dimensionals. And then I did the same technique by stamping off with the soft succulent and the balmy blue to pick up that. And I've got a balmy blue border here. And then I've added some of the gold twine. This is from the Simply Elegant trim that has both gold and silver in it. And so to me, that's just a beautiful thank you card for someone special. So there you go. So what do you think? So I'll fix this guy up, and or we'll use this one for the draw for next week if I can't get this one looking as gorgeous as I want it to. Although I think it looks still pretty good right now. So remember to comment, like, and share, and you'll get in the draw for that. Nicole says she likes the gold. Nancy says, cards are beautiful. Thank you so much. And Beth says, beautiful card. Love the pattern. Thank you so much, guys. So I'm just looking to see if anyone told me what they're doing this weekend. No one has said what they're doing this weekend. So I hope you're planning on having a good weekend, doing all of your favorite things or the things that you have to get done. And I'll put a link into the description or into the comments in this post with where to find this information, all this stuff, okay? So thank you so much for joining me today, and have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.